This is going to be a density problem out of your notes. I believe it's on page 5. It's letter D here. It's kind of a tougher density problem. It asks you to figure out some things that are a little bit tougher. It tells you that an irregular shaped solid weighing 25.73 grams is added to a flask. So here's our solid, weighs 25.73 grams. It's added to a flask. The flask volume is 20.65 milliliters. So that's how much liquid it would hold. And it's found that 13.41 grams of ethyl alcohol of this density must be added to the solid to fill the flask. So if the blue is our ethyl alcohol, when they put ethyl alcohol in here, here's our ethyl alcohol they put in there. They put in 13.41 grams of ethyl alcohol. But think about what density is. Density is a number that can get you from grams to milliliters. So from mass to volume or from volume to mass. You can do that. They want to know the density of the object. Well, the density of this object, the density of our object is its mass, which is 25.73 grams divided by its volume in milliliters or cubic centimeters. So all you got to know is how much space does this object take up? Well, we know the whole flask is 20.65. We filled it with this much alcohol. If we can find how much space the alcohol takes up, subtract from that, we can figure out how much space just this object takes up in here. So I take this 13.41 grams of ethyl alcohol. You know, I could go D equals M over V, plug in the density right there, plug in the mass right there, or I can just do a little dimensional analysis and go, okay, this is 0.785 grams per 1 milliliter. I put grams in the bottom so my labels cancel. So I'm taking 13.41 divided by 0.785, which will tell us how much space, how many milliliters of space just this liquid takes up out of the 20.65 that's in there. So that ends up being about 17.08 milliliters of alcohol. Take 20.65 milliliters minus that, and that will tell us the object, which is about 3.57 milliliters. Plug that in over here. Mass by volume. There's that. Sig figs. 4 sig figs. 4 sig figs. 4 sig figs. 3 sig figs. Our answer should have whatever's the least number of sig figs, so it should be 3, so we need to round to 3 sig figs. About 7.21. Label is how many grams per milliliter. Remember, density is grams in a milliliter. How many grams